Welcome back to WB for another night of basketball. Tonight we see our 11-7 Wildcats clash with the visiting 12-6 Greater New Bedford Bears in this South Coast Conference showdown. The boys, led by senior captain Jag Garces, coming off a 22-point historic senior night victory over Avon, will look to keep up their winning ways after only dropping 1 out of their last 7 games, reeling in 6 victories. As the boys get set, we get ready with player introductions and our national anthem just a few minutes away.
Ladies and gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to West Bridgewater Middle Senior High School for tonight's matchup between the visiting Greater Bedford Bears and your West Bridgewater Wildcats. Before we get to tonight's game, we'd like to extend a warm welcome to the Greater Bedford Bears to our school. West Bridgewater is a proud member of the South Coast Conference and the Massachusetts Interscholastic Athletic Association. Here at West Bridgewater, sportsmanship is not only valued, it's an expectation. Our student athletes, coaches, and officials have worked hard to prepare for tonight's competition. So let's honor their efforts by keeping our cheers positive and respectful. We ask them to be no calling out of players by name or number. Instead, focus on encouraging your team and fostering a great atmosphere for everyone. We wish the best of luck to both Greater Bedford and West Bridgewater. Thank you for your cooperation. Enjoy the game. Also, we'd like to announce and just ask that folks please stay off the courts. In between the quarters, at the half and during timeouts, we need to keep the floor clean and dry to prevent any player injuries. Now for the starting lineups first. For the visiting Greater Bedford Bears, at guard, a sophomore, number 1, Christopher Rivera. At guard, a sophomore, number 4, Jordan Correa. Also at guard, a junior, number 2, Jace James. At forward, a senior, number 12, Jackson Duclos. And the other forward, a senior, number 23, Brandon Myers. The head coach of the Bears, Robert
Video, guys.
And with the tip, we're underway here. Back-to-back nights of basketball here from West Bridgewater, Greater New Bedford. We'll start with it. They'll swing it up to James in the corner. Back into the middle for Rivera. Over to James. Back outside, he'll let the three fly. Doesn't get it to fall. And a fight for the rebound. Garces wins the fight. A huge night last night for WB. Pulling off a shootout victory as Garces drives inside, feeds to Lamar. He finishes it off. And Wildcats are on the board first. Valentina gets the deuce. They swing it around Correa, trying to get it across the midcourt. They do. Duclos drives in, floats one up, gets it to go. And a quick answer there. Stapleton and Garces were the leaders last night, both 21 and 22. Lamar tries to feed one inside, knocked away, stolen, and out of bounds off Correa. It'll stay with West Bridgewater for now. Inbound, they get it into Garces, goes up with it, counted in, the foul! How about that start for Garces? Gets the assist to open it up, and then the and one on the next possession. Like we said, Jack with a big senior night, 22 points in a victory for his guys. As he connects on the free throw, he's got the three-point play converted. Now it'll be Rivera pushing it up. Last night we saw the West Bridgewater offense come to life, 84 points. And Greater New Bedford gets the bucket right there. They dish it inside to Pyrus. He gets the easy bucket. A slow night last night for Lorette. Just 2 points on the board for Armani. They get one into Garces, pulls up from the mid-range, and connects. Jags off to a hot start, 5 points. Just 90 seconds in. Rivera pushing it up. Swings it over. Back to Rivera at the top. Over to James on the wing. James drives in, dishes. Outside, Correa for three. Got it! Rivera ties the game, or Correa, sorry, ties the game with a three ball. Atmosphere not as great as a senior night. You wouldn't expect it to be the same. But as usual, the student section led by Patrick Stanton. Floats one inside, there's JJ McLean. Wasn't expecting that, but a nice find from Garces. Got 2 assists already. And he looks sharp in these first 2 minutes. Rivera drives in, kicks out, Correa another three, got another one! Correa off to a hot start. He's got 6 points, and he's got his guys out in front. Garces into the corner for McLean. Back to Garces on the wing. Stapleton inside. Lamar wasn't ready for the pass. He thought Stapleton was going to take the three. Just a little bit of a miscue right there. Results in a turnover. And we have whistles. And we have a bit of a miscue and a technical difficulty on the shot clock, so we're going to fix that. They'll set the shot clock to 30. And we'll run the offense now with Greater New Bedford with Rivera running the floor. Works on Garces, dishes it inside. And he just threw it away. Duclos tried to get it back to Correa, who's hit on back-to-back three-pointers. Another miscue on a pass and a turnover. Now Lorette trying to work on James. Inside Valentina, drives in on Pyrus, picks up the dribble, looking for help. Gets it to Garces, shot fake on a three. Gives off Stapleton, McLean, corner three, Lorette. Left it short, and the rebound goes to Correa going the other way. Crosses by Stapleton, into the corner for Rivera. Stapleton closes down on it. James at the top, into the corner, Pyrus. In on Valentina, rejected by Lamar, and tipped out of bounds by Pyrus, and it's gonna go WB's way. Great defensive possession there from Lamar Valentina with the rejection and wins the battle for the possession. Stapleton to Lorette. They get it across the midcourt. Stapleton. JJ's open in the corner. Finds him. Drives in. Floats one up. Left it short. Rebound Pyrus. Rivera driving by Garces into the lane. Tries to go up with it. Has it stripped by Lorette. And then it's taken by Stapleton. And a foul is called. They're going to get Rivera on the foul. Lorette going to bring it up. Like we said, slow night offensively last night, but you know that's bound to change at any point as Lorette is such a dynamic scorer. Drives by Correa into the lane, off the window, got it to go. Just as I say it, and they fire one up to James. Greater New Bedford pulling it down the court. Stripped by Lamar, trying to be saved by James. Stapleton wins the battle, and Garces has it. Firing it ahead, Lorette into the lane, floats it up, can't get it to go. Thought he should have had a whistle, maybe has an argument. Rivera works on Garces, over to Pyrus on the right corner, pulls up for two. Rattles out of the rim, and no good. A fight for the rebound, Duclos gets it, and now they slow it down. Rivera at the top. 1 point game, WB with the lead, 3:20 to go in the first quarter. Working on Garces. Calls for the screen from Duclos. Looking for some help now, gets it to Correa with Stapleton on him. Stapleton strips him of the ball and has a steal. Now Lorette pushing it ahead. Driving in on Pyrus, pulls it back out, gives to Stapleton. Gets around the screen, shot fake. Lamar takes a three. Butter! Lamar knocks down the three ball. Not a guy you're gonna see make a lot of three-pointers, but there's one right there for the big senior forward. Rivera drives in, loses the handle, and a foul is called. They're gonna get it on Garces.
First personal foul, number 11, Jack Garces. First personal foul, first team foul. Checking in for Greater New Bedford, number 24, Evan Montero.
Montero will check in here for Greater New Bedford. There's a three from James. Off the backboard and out. And now they push it ahead to Stapleton on the break with Rivera in front. Drives through the contact, he's got the deuce. Ben gets on the board. He has back-to-back games of 20 points. Maybe trying to make that three straight with another big night offensively. Rivera drives in, has his shot blocked by Garces. Now Jag pushing it ahead, 2 minutes to go in the first. Stapleton, shot fake into the mid-range, looking for help. Gives it off to Garces. Inside Lamar, works on Pyrus, goes into the post, has to pull it out. Gets it to Jag. Jag driving in on Correa, goes up through the contact, just goes out. And now they push it ahead to Rivera on the wing. Driving in on Jag. Kick to the corner for James. Pulls up from the mid-range. Doesn't get it to fall, and Pyrus will have the long offensive rebound. Drives by Lamar, fires a wild one back into the middle, stolen by Lorette. Lorette going by Montero. Euros into the lane, off the window, too strong. Working from behind, tries to take it from Rivera. Rivera holds the possession, now driving in on Garces, floats one off the glass, doesn't go. And a fight for the rebound is knocked out of bounds. Last touched by Greater New Bedford. And some subs being made here for Greater New Bedford and the Wildcats. Nick Navin into the game for Lamar Valentina. Stringer into the game here for Greater New Bedford, as well as Yarrow. Stapleton bringing it up, still manning the one on the floor right now. Gives off to Lorette. They swing it to JJ. Tries to put it back, gets it to Navin. Into Garces, goes up with it, finishes strong. Under a minute to go, Jag leads all scorers for WB with 7. Rivera crosses by Garces, hops into the lane, and fires the pass out of bounds. So a turnover there from Rivera, and a quarter of miscues here for Greater New Bedford, and maybe the reason they trail by 8 points. Lorette pushes it up to McLean. McLean on the wing, back into the middle. They get it to Garces. They swing it around. JJ lets it go. Splash! McLean on a 3-ball, his first of the night. He's up to 5 points. 20 seconds to go, could be the last possession here of the first quarter. They get it around to Correa. Back in for Yarrow, drives on Lorette, puts up a shot. Good look, couldn't get it to fall. A fight for the rebound taken by Naven. Final 10 seconds. They gotta push it. 5 seconds, Naven's gotta move. Moving it ahead, into the corner. McLean fires it up at the buzzer. Got it to go at the buzzer. Unbelievable. JJ with 6 points in the final 40 seconds. And the Wildcats have a 24-10 lead going into the second quarter. Here we go, ready for the second quarter. Wildcats look strong offensively in the first. Trying to pull off their 7th win out of their last 8. Just this game and one more remaining, trying to finish the season strong. Heading into the postseason as a high seed. They put one into the middle for Garces. Looking for help, into the corner, Raza. Raza mid-range, got it to go! Raza making his first minutes of the game right here. First possession, finds the bottom of the cup. Yarrow with it. Gets it back to Rivera at the top, working on Garces. Lorette losing his feet a little bit, but comes back. Rivera into the middle, pulls up from the stripe, leaves it short, rebound Stapleton. An electric end of the first quarter with JJ McLean. Raza working from the corner. Over to Stapleton. Picks up the dribble, gets it over to Lorette on the wing, back into Stapleton. Raza with it, pulls up from deep. In and out of the rim, so close to being down. Looked like it was halfway in. Now Correa pushing it, driving by Raza, floats one up, got it to go, a nice floater. Stapleton ends up on the floor, no whistles. And Raza will push it. They swing it over to Lorette, and he just loses it. Out of bounds, dropped the pass. A minute into this second quarter. Score is 26-12, Wildcats lead it. Rivera swings it around to Correa on the wing. Into the middle for Montero. On Stapleton, feeds it to Rivera. No, that was Correa, and we have a travel gonna go against Correa. Couldn't handle the ball, and he ends up with a travel. So the Wildcats running one of their smaller lineups right now. 3 guards on the floor and 2 of their smaller forwards with Naven and Garces. Raza, shot fake, swings it around. Stapleton into Naven to Garces, floats it, left it well short. And now Yarrow pushing it here for the Bears. Driving into Raza, tries to go up with it. A good take, but couldn't finish it. Montero offensive rebound. Correa for 3, got another. 3 triples here in the first half for Correa. He's got 9 points. And now Stapleton working on Correa after the 3-ball. Feeds to Raza. Loses the handle and taken away by Yarrow. Tried to get a little fancy, lost the handle. Yarrow on the break, gets it to go. Working on Lorette right there. And the lead is cut to single digits at 9. So a big swing for the Bears to start this second quarter. Stapleton kicks out Garces. Garces on Montero, drives in, ends up on the floor. And they're not gonna whistle for a foul, they're gonna call the travel. Changes being made for Greater New Bedford. Stringer off the floor on his Pirates. And McLean and Valentina back into the game for Raza and Naven. Rivera and Garces is the matchup again. Drives through him, floats it up baseline, sent back by Stapleton. Garces losing the handle, gets it to Stapleton. Swings it, McLean, open look for three. Doesn't get it to fall. They swing it up, Correa pushing it ahead to Montero. Shot fake, goes back up, a nice pump fake by Montero. Got two guys to jump in front of him, and Coach Otto feels a timeout is needed. The lead has been cut to 7 here with 4:40 to go in the first half. Wildcats will have possession out of the timeout. Greater New Bedford off to a really nice start here in the second quarter, outscoring the Wildcats 9-2 and cutting the lead to just 7. Wildcats trying to get back into whatever rhythm they had in the first quarter. Lorette goes by Yarrow into the lane, off the window, a good take, couldn't finish it. Now Yarrow trying to push it ahead, and he will. Loses the handle a bit, tries to feed it into Pyrus, and a not great pass right there. Little frustration setting in there for Yarrow as he turns it over. O'Neal will check into the game. Gonna take the slot for Armani Lorette. Stapleton pushing it, feeds it inside, a beautiful pass. Jag just couldn't get it to go. A really nice feed. Yarrow, open look for three, passes it up, tries to dish it inside, and a kick ball called on McLean as the pass was thrown right off his leg. More substitutions being made for Greater New Bedford. Yarrow and Montero check out. James and Duclos check in. Inbound into Pyrus, loses the handle. Duclos' putback won't go. Lamar just trying to get rid of it. He does, up to O'Neal. And here they come, down the stretch. O'Neal gets some contact and has a foul. They're gonna get that on James. James had a foul problem in their first meeting, fouled out at home at Greater New Bedford. They feed one into Valentina, goes up strong, can't finish it. And a foul is whistled. And they're gonna get Lamar for the foul. So maybe a bit of a frustration foul there for Valentina after the miss. Wildcats over halfway through this second quarter, just 2 points on the board. Looking for that rhythm that they had in the first. Rivera feeds it over to Correa. Into the corner for Duclos. Into the middle, Pyrus on Valentina. Pushes him under, looking for an opening. Fires up a crazy shot, grabs his own miss, puts it back in for Rivera. Lets a three fly. In and out of the rim. Another fight for the rebound. O'Neal wins the battle. Pushing it ahead, Garces. Slows it down, hands off O'Neal. Shot fake on a three, back to Garces. Calling for a screen, gets it. Driving on Pyrus, pulls it back into Stapleton. Tries to feed it inside, and bad communication between the two there, and a turnover. Rivera on Garces. Correa over to James on the wing. Back into the middle for Duclos. Driving in, gives to James, pulls up for two. Doesn't get it to fall. Pyrus with the offensive rebound. Has it stripped, and a fight for the ball. We're gonna get a jump. Possession arrow will keep it down here with the Bears. Pyrus working hard in this quarter for the offensive rebound. He's done a good job. That effort keeps the ball on this side of the floor. James puts it out to Rivera on the wing. 2:30 to go in the half. James with it. Looking for help. Has to get rid of it. Feeds it to Pyrus. O'Neal horsing him. Now Rivera with it. Swings it around. Correa for three. Connects again. 4 first-half threes for Correa. Clear to say that he's a sharpshooter. Already 4 3-pointers. Stapleton feeds into Garces. Has a couple swats on him. Doesn't get the foul, but he got the deuce. Pushing it ahead. Trying to make it a fast break here is Greater New Bedford. They feed it off Correa. Into the middle, Pyrus drives on Valentina. Off the window, gets the contact, and he'll head to the stripe. So we will get our second and third free throw attempts of the game. Garces, the only one to go to the line. Shot 1 in the first quarter. Pyrus with 2 big ones here. This would cut the lead to 4 with under 2 minutes remaining. Got the first one to fall. 1:53 on the clock as Navin and Lorette check back in. Stapleton and Valentina will check out. Duclos also checking out of the game for Greater New Bedford, and Montero is in. And Pyrus is perfect from the line, and the lead is cut to 4, 28-24. Minute 50 to go in the half. Lorette back into the game, working the offense. Feeds to McLean. McLean working on the wing. Rivera all over him. Drives into the middle. Spins out Navin. Back to Garces. Garces drives in. Looking for a whistle, doesn't get it. Navin with the shot fake. Pulls it back out. Passes fought for, out of bounds. They'll say off Pyrus. A lot of contact on that possession. Fans want a foul. There was a lot of contact, but good on them. Let them play. They feed it in to McLean. And a whistle going to be going the other way. Another substitution made for Votek. Von Lay into the game here for the Bears. As James checks out. And as well as that, Garces will check out for now. And Stapleton will come right back into the game. Not too much time off the floor for Ben. They feed it. Pyrus with it on the wing. On Navin. Trying to back him under. Feeds it out Correa into the corner. Rivera. Shot fake on a three. Drives in. Euros into the lane. Floats one up. Got the roll. And a nice touch with that shot. Gets it to fall. It's a 2-point gain. Stapleton now trying to get whatever rhythm they had in that first quarter. It's been a struggle here. 4 points in the second quarter for the Wildcats. Lorette drives, floats one up with his left hand, can't get it to roll. And then he gets called for the foul. And you can see him communicating with his head coach, Coach Otto. Looks like a frustration foul. We've had a couple of those tonight on both sides. Now here, 2-point game. First quarter dominated by WB. Second quarter dominated by Greater New Bedford. Rivera trying to tie it, maybe take the lead. Drives in, has it shot blocked. And a fight for the rebound. It's gonna go out of bounds. They're gonna say it was last touched by O'Neal. 36 seconds remain. The Bears trying to take the lead or at least tie it here before the break. Vonleh on the inbound, gets it in Pyrus. Pyrus off the glass, left it short. Good stand defensively by Navin. Wildcats with an opportunity maybe to go 2 for 1 here. Stapleton seemingly not in a hurry. Shot clock is turned off. McLean with it. Has Correa all over him. Stapleton with 10 seconds to go. On Montero, drives on Montero. Spins into the lane, counted and a foul! A perfect possession here in the last few seconds. Stapleton with a slower first half than his past 2 nights. But he's got 4 and a chance for 5 here. Ben can't connect on the free throw. Pyrus, Rivera, full court shot. Off the rim and no good. Wildcats dominated the first quarter. Bears seem to dominate the second quarter. Our score is 30-26 as we head to the break.
Including West Bridgewater, now have an opportunity to comment on those again and influence any changes that may be made to the regulations. For the time being, nothing has changed for West Bridgewater.
Finding time, crazy, and you all deserve a thank you. So kids, on 3, a big thank you to your parents. 1, 2, 3.
B. Irving, Warren D. Lawton, Frederick N. Pillsbury, Irvin W. Woodruff, John Wilbur, William H. McCumber, Edward L. Bourne, Leo A. Lucidi, Thomas J. Carnes, Julian Triampa, William E. Gibson, Clifford W. Davis, George W. Thompson, Elmer.
Monday, October 20th at 6 p.m. at the Middle Senior High School. There are 3 warrant articles or agenda items that will be voted on that evening.
Short, under a minute to go in the quarter. Jones will hand it to Holmes, and he will slip the tackle, get to the outside, breaking away to the edge, and he will get into the end zone for the second time today.
The marks of his presence are definite as stone, and we must look only to his perfect sightliness and nothing beforehand. And I must tell you, will not proceed unless you are prepared to believe me. I shall find the truth comes. Well, I got your trust, sir.
2 yards to go on third down. We'll see if they can convert the third down. They hand it to Polidori. He's got enough for the first down, and he's off to the races towards the end zone, and he's gone. Sonic and Knuckles both finding the end zone in their last career games. Just about set for second half action. Boys take the floor. We're just about ready to go. Wildcats lead it 30-26 out of the break. It was a strong first quarter, 24 points on the board for WB. Just a 6-point second quarter to a 16-point second quarter for Greater New Bedford. So the swing from the Bears has put them back in this game, down by just 4 as we get set and started in half 2. McLean drives into the lane, off the window, left short. Fight offensive rebound. Lamar has it taken away, trying to fight to get it back, and we have a jump ball. Possession arrow's going to give it to the Bears to start this half. Wildcats have to find a way to find the rhythm that they had back in that first quarter, because whatever they were doing then is exactly what they need offensively. Rivera swings it over Correa. Correa feeds to Duclos. James at the top calling for a screen from Pyrus. He gets it. Feeds it in. Pyrus on the drive, a little strong, and the rebound taken by Valentina. Feeds up to Stapleton, and he'll slow it down. Into the corner, Lorette. James closes on it. Corner, Garces. Garces driving in, has it stripped and knocked away, taken by Duclos on the break, and off the window, dances in around the rim. We have a 2-point game here, a minute into the second half. Stapleton looking for Garces. Pass was a little bit too much. Led him a little too much. And another turnover. All the momentum on the Bears sideline right now. They swing it over, Correa on the wing. Into the corner, Pyrus. Shot fake on the mid-range. Into James. James back to Pyrus. Duclos swings it into the middle for Rivera. Rivera goes by Garces. Mid-range pull-up. Left short. Rebound Garces. He'll push it ahead now, and he'll pull it back out to slow things down. Looking for Stapleton. He'll give it off to him. Lorette at the top of the key. Drives by James. Feeds. Valentina inside. Post spin. Mid-range is good. Valentina struggling to keep his footing, but he drills the jump shot, and he's got 7. Rivera to James on the wing. Pass is bobbled by Correa and taken away by Lamar. Lamar pushing it. Tries to swing it. Grabs his own pass that was blocked. And he ends up at the free throw line. So he was trying to feed to Lorette on the break. Had the pass deflected. And then caught the pass. Went up with it. And draws the foul. So an interesting possession puts Lamar at the line for 2. Connects on the first. The lead is back up to 5. So the Wildcats finding a little bit of rhythm here. Lamar can't connect on the second of 2. Splits him at the line here. Rivera feeds to James. Inside Duclos. Driving in on McLean. Steps back from the mid-range. Got it to go. Nice move. Creates some separation between him and JJ and drills the mid-range. The lead is 3. Lorette swings it around. Stapleton drives on Rivera. Shot fake, floats one up from the baseline. Got it to go. Rivera looking for help. Feeds to James. James with it on the wing. Into the corner, Duclos. Correa at the top. Feeds to Rivera. Open 3, takes the shot. Couldn't get it to fall. Rebound Duclos, put back, sent back. Lamar with the block and the rebound. Wildcats slowing down their offense a lot more here in this second half than we saw in the first. Taking possessions and taking their time. Lamar driving in on Pyrus. Floats one up, gets the roll. Lamar off to a hot start here in this second half, and he's the first Wildcat in double figures. Correa open 3, he's already got 4, he's got 5. 15 points from beyond the arc from Correa. And he is keeping them in this one. A 4-point game. with a timeout. Out of the timeout here, 4:20 remaining in the third. Wildcats lead it by 4, 37-33. Wildcats with the possession. They got to get the inbound in, and Coach Otto's got to call the timeout. Lorette couldn't find the open guy, and another timeout has to be called. And here we go out of the second straight timeout. And this time they get it in rather easy to Stapleton. The Bears are now into the full court press. Trying to make things difficult in the backcourt. They get it across to Lorette. Lorette on Yarrow. Feeds to JJ. JJ on Correa, drives in at the free throw line, feeds it out. Lorette in the corner. Lorette drives, has an open look, finishes the take. Armani's got 4 and a beautiful take right there. Rivera motioning the offense here, working on Garces. Drives by Garces, feeds it out, Yarrow. Shot fake on a 3, pulls up for 2. Good shot by Yarrow. Nice move to get Lorette off his feet. JJ swinging it around, and Stapleton will take it across through the press. Ben trying to get around the screen. Gets collapsed on, he gets it into Valentina with a mismatch. Pushes him under, floats it up, and he can't get the shot to fall, but he will head to the stripe for 2. Good work offensively by Lamar. He's had a big third quarter. He's got 10 points, and this will be his second trip to the line, his third and fourth free throws of the quarter. Can't connect on the first one. He split at the line on his first trip. Nick Navin checking into the game for Armani Lorette. 3:15 remaining in the quarter. And Lamar splits again. So 2 trips, 2 splits. Rivera pushes it. Hands off to Yarrow. Yarrow with an open lane. Drives through some contact. Has it stripped by McLean and out of bounds. It'll go off WB and it'll stay down here with the Bears. They'll try to get it into Pyrus. Couldn't handle it. JJ takes it away. Pushing it up on Yarrow. Driving on Yarrow. Off the window. Got it to go. Good strong take from JJ McLean. He's got 10. The second Wildcat in double figures. Rivera trying to drive on Garces. Feeds it out Yarrow. Yarrow into the lane. Feeds it inside. Duclos gets it to roll around the rim and down. Garces pushing it to Navin. Navin trying to get it across the midcourt. He will. Gets it to Valentina. Valentina has to pick up. Gives to Garces, and they'll slow it down. 2:20 to go. Garces into the corner. Navin a three. Couldn't get it to fall. Offensive board. Lamar tries to fire it out to Stapleton, and he throws it away. So a good effort to save it, but couldn't get a nice pass. And out of bounds it goes for the turnover. Montero will check in for Pyrus here for the Bears. Wildcats lead at 42-37 as we enter the final 2 minutes of the third. Correa working on Stapleton, drives in, off the window, a right-hand finish. Correa, the lead scorer with 17 for Voc Tech. And a foul, an offensive foul. They're gonna get it on Navin. 3-point game. Navin's gonna check out after that foul. Lorette will come in for him. And what seemed like the Wildcats might have an easy one, pulling away early in the first quarter with a 14-point lead. The Bears have done a good job to battle back, and it's now a 3-point game here in the final 90 seconds of the third. Rivera drives in, a right-hand look, can't get it to fall. Had to force it over Valentina. Garces to Stapleton at the top, looking for some space. Rivera trying to make him go to his left. He'll feed it off to Lamar. Lamar takes it inside, stops on a dime, feeds Lorette for three. Rims out, Garces with the rebound, and he's gonna get fouled. They're gonna get too close for the foul. Stapleton inbound from the baseline here for the Wildcats. Trying to get it into Garces, they will. Working on Duclos. Drives by him, goes left side. Finish with the right hand, can't get it to go, but he's gonna shoot two, drawing the foul. We are now under a minute to go in the third period of play here. Garces looking to be the third Wildcat in double figures here at the stripe. Connects on the first, and he is into double figures with 10. And the lead is up to 4. And he gets them both. He's got 11 and a 5-point lead. Rivera with it under a minute to go. Tries to get by Garces, has it stripped, gets it back. Swinging it around Correa. Dances into the lane. Into the corner for Rivera. Rivera to Yarrow. Yarrow driving in, pulls up, mid-range, couldn't get it to fall. Stapleton will run the floor with 30 seconds. About the same time on the shot and game clock. Stapleton dancing around Rivera. Had the big finish to end the first half. Garces driving in, feeds Valentina. Lorette comes away with it, goes up with it, finishes it off the window. A strange play and a broken play, but Lorette with a strong finish to end the third, and the Wildcats lead it by 7 as we head to the final 8 minutes of basketball. Ready for the final 8 minutes of basketball here. 2 substitutions, 1 from each side. Montero is into the game for the Bears, and Dylan Fernandez into the game for the Wildcats. Lorette coming off a nice finish to end the third. Will run the offense here to start the fourth. Feeds it to JJ. JJ drives across the lane, gives to Garces. Garces on the wing, on Duclos, trying to go by him. Takes it into the lane, kicks out Lorette at the top of the key. Drives in, corner 3, McLean, got it! There's the big 3, and the inbound steal from Garces. And he's gonna get fouled. So how about that start to the fourth quarter? Could be a 5-point start in the first 35 seconds. McLean gets on the board with a triple. And less than 5 seconds later, Garces is at the free throw line.
For personal first team foul, Jack Garces to the line. 2 shots.
Got the first one to go. James checks into the game for Yarrow here for the Bears.
Number 2, James.
Garces goes 2 for 2. And just like that, a 12-point lead for WB. Trying to steal another inbound, has it deflected, but the Bears do come away with it, and they'll be Correa. Correa on Stapleton. Has 5 threes in the game. He's got 17 points. Feeds it into the corner. Outside, James drives in on Lorette. Pulls up, a wide open look, gets it to go. That shot fake got a couple of people to fake out. And he gets an open deuce. Lorette now working on James. Feeds Fernandez. Fernandez at the top of the key. Dishes inside Garces, a nice feed, and a nice finish by Garces. Jag getting going here in this fourth quarter. He's got a steal and 4 points in the first minute 20. Pulls up for 3 is Correa. He got another. 6 threes. He's got 20 points here for the Bears. Nearly half the points belongs to Correa. Stapleton losing the handle a bit. Trying to work it inside. Gets it out to Garces on the wing. Garces takes it inside. Left hand finish, he got it! But they wave it off, they're gonna call it on the floor. Almost another electrifying play. Would have put Garces at the line for a 3-point play opportunity. The Bears will make a change. Montero out, Pyrus in. Inbound, McLean in the corner. He's trapped by Correa, trying to get out. Looking for help. Gets it out to Garces at the top. Inside Stapleton, floats it up from the paint. Got it to go! A friendly bounce off the back iron, and Ben's got the 2. Correa dances into the lane, floats one up, and he's fouled. Correa will head to the free throw line. The leading scorer tonight, and the main reason that the Bears are still alive in this game. He's got 20 points with 2 free throws coming. Connects on the first one. Wildcats will make some changes, as well as Greater New Bedford. Duclos comes out. Soares comes in. Valentina is into the game, as well as O'Neal for the Wildcats. Correa is 2 for 2 at the free throw line. He's got 22, and now the Bears into the press. O'Neal trying to work it across the midcourt. Gets by Soares across half court. Get it into Stapleton. Stapleton on Correa. Gets by. Looking for help. Dishes it out. O'Neal on the wing. O'Neal looking for help. The Bears horsing on this defensive possession. Garces draws the foul. James didn't like the call. That's the 3rd drawn foul of the quarter for Jag. They get it into Lorette off the inbound. 5:20 to go in the game. 9-point WB lead. Lorette drives in, has to get rid of it. He gets it out to Stapleton. Trying to get by Correa, feeds Lorette. Lorette into the paint, floats it up. And I think he had it tipped, and he did. It'll stay with West Bridgewater. Stapleton gets it into Garces on the wing. Working on James. Drives by James. Feeds. Lamar can't handle the pass. And he causes a foul right after the turnover. Trying to take it back. And he gets whistled. 5 minutes to go. 9-point game. Rivera with it. Working on Garces, gets by the screen. Garces on the floor, a nice screen by Pyrus, and Rivera gets a wide open layup. Really nice screen from Pyrus, puts Jag on the ground. Stapleton, a lot of contact, 2 bodies on the ground, and they get Pyrus for a block. Pyrus is frustrated because he slipped, and that resulted in Stapleton tripping over him, causing the blocking foul. And Pyrus is frustrated that the floor causing him to slip. Lorette working on Rivera. The lead is 7. Lorette into the lane, off the window, just rolls out. Rebound fought for by Pyrus. Lorette gets on the ball. And a timeout is called by Greater New Bedford, so they will have the possession with 4:30 to go out of the timeout. And here we go out of the timeout. It's going to be Greater New Bedford possession here with 7 points as the difference between the two. 4:30 remaining on the clock. They get it into Rivera. He's got some space. Down the court, goes by, and they're going to call a blocking foul on O'Neal and an and one. Whistle came in a little late. O'Neal was trying to draw the charge. That's why I was late with the call, but they get the block on Colin in an and one and a big possession for Rivera. JJ is going to check back in for Colin. The lead has been cut to 5 with a free throw coming for Rivera.
Number 13, JJ McLean.
Got it to go from the stripe. It's a 4-point game. On the inbound, they get it into Garces, and they'll pull the press back. Working on James. Goes to his left, tries to go by. Whistles come in and a foul on James. Again, is not a fan of the call. They're going to get a block on James.
Greater Bedford foul number 2, James. For personal foul, team limit. Jack Garces.
This puts him into the penalty, and Garces will have 2 free throws. James now getting into a bit of foul trouble. He's got 3. Jack knocks down the first one. Just trying to pull this lead ahead a little bit. It's a little close right now for how the Wildcats would like it, especially the way they started the game, up by 14 at the end of the first. Garza splits on the free throws. And we're gonna get a foul on JJ. In the backcourt, trying to get the steal off the rebound. They'll get the inbound to Rivera. Pushing it ahead for the Bears. Rivera drives on Garces. Floats one up, has it sent back by Jaggy, tipped it on the shot. Lamar feeds Stapleton. Stapleton pushing it. Lorette for three. Couldn't get it to fall, and Rivera takes it away on the rebound. Now the Bears push it ahead. Going through some contact, and he's gonna get a whistle. They get the foul on Garces from behind. And that's going to put Rivera at the line for the second time this quarter and the second time in the past minute. Big free throws coming here, trying to make it a one-score game if he can connect on both. Gets the first one to fall. It's a 4-point game, 3:46 remain on the clock. Big free throw coming here for the sophomore. Gets it to go. Huge free throws coming from Rivera. He's been big in this second half, and the lead is 3 as we head to a timeout. Out of the timeout. It'll be Wildcat basketball here. 3:46 on the clock. Wildcats lead has been cut to 3, 56-53. Lorette will bring it up here for WB. He'll feed off to Stapleton. Back to Lorette in the middle. Gets double teamed, fires it across Stapleton. Stapleton pulls it back out to Garces. Open mid-range. Just couldn't get it to go. Off the back iron and out. Now Rivera pushing it. All the momentum seemingly with Vogue Tech right now. Rivera feeds off Correa, and a foul is whistled on Stapleton. This game getting tighter and tighter as the seconds go by. Correa is gonna have 2 free throws to try to make it a 1-point game. Still a lot of time left. 3 minutes and 14 seconds left to go for either team to put something together. Correa has been the guy tonight with 22. Leaves the first one short. But still a good opportunity to make this a 2-point game if he can connect right here. Connects on the second, so he splits and he's up to 23 points and a 2-point game. They get it across to McLean. McLean with some open room. Drives by, into the middle, pulls up from the paint. In and out. Offensive rebound, Lamar. Back up, can't finish it, grabs his own miss. Another putback doesn't go. But after all those misses, Lamar is headed to the strike for 2.
Seven.
Hard work and hustle there from Lamar earns him 2 free throws here, and 2 big ones at that. Every point now in the final 3 minutes worth something. Can't get the first one to fall. And he can't connect on either, so he misses both. And a foul is going to get called on Garces, and he can't believe it. Coach Otto doesn't like the whistle. And this is going to put Vogt at the free throw line to possibly tie this game. So a costly foul on Garces right there is going to give Pirates an opportunity to tie us at 56. Gets the first one to go. We have a 1-point game with 3:02 on the clock. Soares is going to check out, too close into the game here for Votech. And he connects, perfect from the line, and just like that, we're knotted up at 56. They push it ahead. Garces swings it, corner, McLean a 3. All day long! Way too much space for JJ. A huge 3 that gets the crowd going and gets the bench alive. Wildcats back to a 3-point lead. Has it stripped, Lorette takes it away. Gives it to Garces, wide open on the break. Finishes it off for the deuce. What a swing, it's a 5-point lead for WB. And a timeout whistled here for Greater New Bedford. Out of the timeout after a huge swing from the Wildcats. 5 points in the last 30 seconds off the McLean 3 and a Garces fast break bucket off the steal from Lorette. And now Greater New Bedford with some work to do with 2:30 remaining in the game. Rivera on Garces. Drives by into the lane, has it stripped, and it's going WB's way. Last touch by Rivera. And an opportunity to really pull away with a bucket here for the Wildcats. They get it into Lorette on the inbound. Trying to shake by Rivera. Rivera's all over him in the backcourt, but he does get by. And they whistle Rivera for the foul. Greater New Bedford hates the call. The rest of this place is loving it. This is going to put Lorette at the line for 2 shots.
Westford Waters are on Lorette to the line, 2 shots.
Lorette gets the first one to rattle down. It's a 6-point lead for WB, 2:11 remaining in the game. Gets both to fall, perfect at the line. He's got 8 points and a 7-point lead. A lot of work to do for the Bears. Rivera drives into the lane, floats one up off the window, and a nice take by Rivera. A quick 2 to keep them in this thing at a 5-point game. They get it into Lorette on the inbound. Under 2 minutes to go, minute 50. Lorette working on James. Trying to kill some clock as well. Over to Valentina, to Garces on the wing. Jag working on Rivera. Trying to get by, slips. And they're gonna whistle Rivera for a foul, a blocking foul. An interesting call there. Could have gone either way. But it goes West Bridgewater's way, and it's gonna put Jag at the stripe again. Minute 34 to go. We have a 5-point game. Jag shooting 2. Got the first one to go. And a big one coming up to make it a 7-point game. That would put it at 3 scores. Got them both. Jags up to 20 points on the night. Back-to-back nights of 20-plus points. 7-point game, under 90 seconds to play. Rivera motioning the offense. Gets a screen on Pyrus, pulls up for 3, leaves it short. Pyrus offensive rebound, has it stripped by McLean. JJ gets it across, and now Jag slows it down. Just about coming up on a minute to go. A bucket here would almost do it for WB. Ben trying to kill some clock. Driving in on Soares, pulls it back out. 10 to shoot. Lorette on James. And a whistle and a timeout. Coach Otto burns a timeout with 8 to shoot, 47 seconds to play. And they'll regroup and come up with something. And possible points that would virtually end the game. Here we go out of the timeout. 8 to shoot for the Wildcats in an absolutely golden position to ice this game and win it. They try to get it into Garces. He's smothered. They get it into Valentina. Valentina floats it, can't finish it. Knocked away, going the other way. So still some life for the Bears. They gotta have a quick bucket here. Just under 45 seconds to go. Rivera pushing it ahead, drives into the lane. Off the window, an easy deuce. They get it into Lorette, and they're gonna have to foul soon. They strip it, James with a steal. Now he drives in, off the window, too strong. Garces pulls away the rebound. And a jump ball is gonna keep it right here. James really needed that bucket, but the jump ball will keep it here in a second chance. Gotta have a bucket here to stay alive for the Bears. 24 seconds to go. Inbound, it's Correa. They swing it around. Rivera for 3. Rolls out, and the rebound for Valentina. And a whistle and a foul. It'll go against James, and that's gonna put the Wildcats at the free throw line. And that should just about do it. There is still some hope if Lamar cannot connect on both free throws. But the Wildcats looking and sitting pretty right now, 18 seconds left. Lamar gets the first one to go. Went 0 for 2 at the line last time. They have a 6-point lead here with 18 seconds. We're going to get whistles and a timeout called by Greater New Bedford, trying to draw something up and pull a miracle off here in the final 20 seconds. Out of the Greater New Bedford timeout, Lamar still with one free throw waiting for him. Already a 6-point lead, 18.2 on the clock. Lamar goes 2 for 2. He's up to 13 points and a 7-point lead for WB. Rivera going by, has to move quick. They slow it down. Rivera steps back, shoots the 3, can't get it to go. Rebound Garces. James will foul, and with 5 seconds left, that's going to do it. Jag will go to the free throw line for 2 more. And WB is going to come out of this one with a win. Soares and Yarrow will come into the game here for Greater New Bedford in the final 5 seconds. Jag gets the roll on the first one. He's up to 21 points, and the lead is 8. Jag can't get the second one to roll down. Pyrus fires it up and out of bounds. So the Wildcats will inbound one more time, and they'll call this one a victory. 2 games against Greater New Bedford, 2 victories, 1 on the road, 1 at home. A big stand here to go 2-0 in this SEC showdown. They get it into Valentina. Valentina holds, and the Wildcats win. WB picking up 7 wins out of their last 8. An impressive run right now for the Wildcats. They stay hot with a win tonight over Greater New Bedford on the back of a 21-point Jag Garces night, as well as a strong night from Lamar Valentina in the post. And as usual, J.J. McLean sparking it from 3, getting momentum for the Wildcats. They win 68-60. And the Wildcats will move on with another victory, and they'll look to keep their winning ways next time out. We thank you for being with us tonight, and we will see you next time.